And the R.A.T.cast is live, broadcasting from the seventh circle of hell. It's me, Ralph.
I'm gonna go fucking kill myself.
What, was my intro bad?
It was the cheery voice that was like 100% accurate to how they really are. You're listening to NPR right now, and today we're gonna talk about something completely unbiased.
Yeah, that was... We said we were professional, so I put on my best professional voice.
Yeah, we're professionals now. Fuck, dude. I don't know how people can sit there and listen to that all day. Because I get it. Different podcasts, different live shows are different speeds for different types of people. But like, when I go to a restaurant and I talk to a manager or I talk to a worker and they put on the fake voice because they have to, I try to keep it brief because not only do they not like doing it, I don't like listening to it. Mm-hmm. I don't know how you can drive from like fucking your house all the way out to the mall or something and just listen to that fake voice the entire time.
Dude, when I worked at the deli, it was really the owners and then the employees. There weren't any like managers or anything. Like if the owners were there, they were in charge. Mm-hmm. If not, it's just the employees. You do your job. No one's in charge. So that's like, it didn't happen often. But there would be like one person over the entire course of summer that like, can I see your manager? And like, the owners weren't there. No one was there besides me and the guy I worked with.
Yep.
And like, we didn't have managers, so I would just, of course, be like, I
am the manager.
I've always wanted to do it. I was like, technically not true, but technically not false either. Mm-hmm. So I had to hit him with the, I am the manager. And the split second where they like shit themselves was absolutely worth it.
Dude, that shit is, oh my god. Back at the old place that I used to work at, different pizza place that was more commercial, I had a day where a school bus came through, like after a sporting event. And my manager was working up on the front. And she was just kind of like going about her business. She's like, oh, Jesus, we got a bus. Okay. Made sure that the servers were all ready. And then the kids just, instead of waiting to be seated, they just like walked in and sat down and piled in. And one of the coaches went up and she was like, you guys are supposed to wait to get seated. And he went, yeah, just go get your manager. We've got a lot of people. And she was like, I am the manager of this fucking establishment. And like the fucking 180 he had to do, he was like, oh my god, I am so sorry. Because like, he not only did he have his kids fucking break all the rules and just go in and be an absolute dick to who he thought was a server, he thought wrong and was a complete asshole to the person in charge. And had she decided that we didn't need the money that night, he would have had to go find somewhere fucking else to feed that 100 kids.
And I mean, but also literally McDonald's was right across the street from
That's
you guys.
true.
So, wouldn't have been too hard.
It wouldn't have been too hard. But
don't be an asshole to your servers or people you think are your servers.
Yeah, like
just don't be an asshole to anyone in fucking customer service.
And if they are assholes to you first, then just either just leave or just don't tip and then kind of like forget about it because sometimes people really just are assholes, but other times like people have bad days or they just fuck up something and then they're like, customer service shit sucks.
They don't need any added extra stress under their day of you being an asshole to them.
No, most of them do not. I mean, there are very rare exceptions where there are actually, unfortunately, they're not all that rare. There are definitely people out there that are working in the service sector that are just fucking cunts. And they really do need to like tone it down a notch. But a lot of the time, I would say, it's mostly just fucking people that needed a job and they're just there to pay their bills.
Yeah, it's not a job a lot of people willingly take up.
No, unless it's like family related or they just had like, it was something they're passionate about.
Yeah.
most of the time, if you're dealing with a server or something, it's just a job that they're taking up to try to pay for shit. They're not, they're not going to be offended if you, shit, where did that train of thought go? I think it went down to the seventh circle of hell.
That's where we're live
That's
from,
where we're live
right
from
now
today.
with the R.A.T.cast.
The R.A.T.cast coming to you live on XM Radio,
I'm
where
only gonna talk like this for the rest of the show.
on XM Radio, where you have no advertisements except for us advertising to you that you are paying for us to fill in that spot with this voice. Back to the music. And then it goes to Ariana Grande, and she goes, "Oh, I killed Mac Miller."
I was gonna go with Billie Eilish's "Bad Guy."
Oh, yeah. Technically, she's a bad woman. I'm not gonna say
she's
bad.
looking bad.
She isn't it weird how paler her skin was back on Victorious compared to now? It's bizarre.
Dude, speaking of Billie Eilish, you were the only one on my side when the rest of the homies were calling her fucking fat, right?
Yeah!
That was infuriating.
She's not fat!
So, that one Creepazoid picture
Yeah.
of her in a tank top came out, and, she's an attractive woman. And fucking me and Tyler were like, yo, she looks good. Fucking some of the homies were like, she's kind of fat though.
She ain't fat.
She's
not fat at all. And we there are, we have a lot of things that we don't see in common. We can see each other's perspective. We don't see in common, but when we are both 100% on something, we are fucking 100% on it. She is not fat. Not fat at all.
I cannot see how anyone would say that unless they were maybe if it was somebody struggling with an eating disorder or something.
Yeah.
And they've got other issues.
Yeah, maybe
sure.
by the standards of that, but I really
as a normal human person.
No, she is complete she's not scrawny. Yes. But she's not
fat.
She's definitely not fat. She's got most things are normal proportion. I mean, she's got some big honkers. Not to be that guy, but yeah. She does have a pretty large chest area.
Also, she doesn't need us to defend her.
No, she doesn't.
We were just kind of outraged.
Yeah.
I'm not Australian. Outraged.
Yeah.
By some of the homies.
Yeah, because if that was because that's the only thing that's really particularly large, really. Yes. I mean, she's got a bigger ass too, but if anything, that does not make her fat. That's not she's healthy.
Yes, that's exactly. She's a healthy size.
She's a healthy size. She's looking good.
She's looking good in that picture.
Yeah, dude.
Absolute creep who took the photo. But
well, yeah.
It's oh shit, Billie Eilish isn't wearing a hoodie. Let me get the camera.
out. I could sell this to TMZ for $20,000.
Paparazzi shit is whack.
Yeah, paparazzi fucking sucks. I don't know. I feel like people wouldn't have such a problem with them if, for one, they weren't there every single second of the day that you're trying to do anything, and two, a lot of them are just assholes.
Yeah, what's the thing they act like they found said celebrity, so they're entitled to fucking take whatever pictures they want.
Yeah, and that's the infamous ones at in Kanye's garage.
Yeah, it's 4 a.m.
Yeah, they're hey, good morning, Kanye. He's just shut the fuck up. He's oh, we love you. And he's it's 4 a.m.
Also, with how fucking close he was, that homie was definitely trespassing.
Oh yeah, he was outside his garage door. That's fucked up.
That's on his property.
It's fucked up. You don't gotta do ye like that, man.
You don't gotta do anyone like that.
Yeah, you don't gotta do anyone
also,
like that.
You could tell he was egging him on too.
Yeah. Yeah. It's Kanye's kind of an easy target for that stuff too. But I don't know. I don't know why paparazzi feels the need to do that. I mean, I do. It's for money, but like,
Well, that's the thing. Some people are like, they're in LA and they're like, genuinely starved for cash. Like they have no money,
mm-hmm.
and they're like, I guess I gotta fucking snap a pic of a celebrity for some quick cash.
Yeah.
And other people are just assholes.
Yeah, other like didn't TMZ have like a not a TV show but like an online show where they would basically have a gossip corner and they would talk about the different things they had and they just kind of like speculate based off of nothing. Like I think there was one where they had like a picture of Scarlett Johansson and they were talking about like how they were like, oh yeah, she's looking good, and then someone said something about because I think this was during one of the Avengers movies. There, she was like something about like so much latex in an ass picture that wasn't a Kardashian, and I was like, you have to be so fucking rude. Oh my god,
dude. And then what's even more whack is like it's completely folded in on itself to the point where like famous TikTokers in LA will call the paparazzi on themselves.
Yeah, TikTok celebrities, quote unquote, is a whole other fucking ball game, and one of the bigger reasons is because they are kids that were not trained for the level of like celebrity status that they
they were kids, and the most training they have under their belt is dance classes.
Yeah,
and they all probably know the same fucking barber. Jesus Christ, get a different
haircut. Oh my god, I just love it when they all look exactly the fucking same, and then you're like, people like I'll see an article or something on like the Snapchat stories, and I'm like, this person has this fucking scandal going on, and there'll be another person like, didn't that guy have a scandal happen last week? And then I look and it's like, oh no, that's a completely different person.
And like, not to like keep bringing it back to James Charles, but they got the look like they're clearly kids, homie. Like,
yeah,
like even the fucking like ones that are like 20 years old also look like kids.
Yeah, they also look.
They all look like kids, homies.
Yeah, it's because
most of them are kids.
And a good thing to compare that to right now is like there are other people that are celebrity status. They fuck a lot of fans, and people want to cancel them for it. But like the worst thing that they did was have consensual sex with adults, and then just like kind of ghost them after. Which it's a shitty thing to do. But it's not illegal.
Not a crime.
It's not a crime, and it definitely muddies the waters for people like James Charles, who literally sent nudes and received from children.
Yeah.
Like
actual crime.
Fucking what's his name? Gene Simmons. Gene Simmons is known for like fucking a lot of fans, but he set ground rules. None of them were drunk.
Yeah.
And if you had even one drink in you, he sent you home.
Yeah.
And it was like he knew that this was a fan that wanted to come fuck Gene Simmons. So he's like, okay, as long as this is a 100% consensual thing, you're not intoxicated, we'll do it. And then that was that. But like, he's never gotten shit for it because he shouldn't. He had set up ground rules where he was like, I'm not going to take advantage of fans. If a fan wants to do this and I'm feeling like it and they are not drunk, then sure, I'll fucking do it. And that's how other people have been, like certain YouTubers like Dan Avedon. Like before, it was like, yeah, is it kind of a crappy thing to do morally? Like, yeah, to like talk to somebody and then kind of ditch them. But it's not illegal at all.
And like a lot of idiots are like try to say like, fucking put him in jail.
Yep.
And like, no, like some people are saying like logical things where it's like, kind of like, they're like, that's just a dick move.
Yeah.
It's okay if morally you don't want to support him anymore, but like, you can't fucking...
you can't...
He doesn't deserve any like punishment.
No, because what he did was like a shitty thing for like in a lot of people's minds, but at the same time, like, you know, it's not. He, I don't know. He didn't like gaslight anybody.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't, you know. I mean, okay, some people for Dan Avedon specifically, he did kind of like talk up to a lot and made it look like there was a relationship. That's a pretty shitty thing to do.
Yes.
Again, it's still not illegal. But it is like a shitty thing that people should talk about.
It's an asshole.
It's an asshole move, but it's not anything on the caliber of hitting up minors or rape or anything.
Yes.
It's not. People are treating it the same though. And that's definitely not cool.
Dude, another internet thing that was in a fucking Muda video the other day that absolutely blew my mind was the fucking the one TikToker dude who was trying to say that there was a human trafficking ring on Amazon.
Oh yes, with the fucking
the party hats
that you buy in fucking bulk.
It was like 2,800 hats.
Yep.
And it was like $5.50 a hat.
Yep.
So like the total price for this was like $15,000 or somewhere around there, and like it's still not certain whether he was an idiot or whether he was purposely misleading people.
Yep.
Because he was just like, why is this one hat $15,000? Amazon must be selling kids along with this hat.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, no, it's a bulk purchase.
Yeah, and at first I was thinking about like why would they need all those hats, but you know what I thought about?
What?
Fucking, do you remember way back in middle school before the dances how they would sell those hats?
Also, like the person who was like the seller on Amazon was a wholesale retailer.
Oh yeah, it wasn't just like
it wasn't Bob selling 15,000
No,
hats.
it was a whole ass retailer. So like not only was it for shit like that, but also like dollar stores and shit.
For people to resell.
Yeah, it's specifically made for resale.
You buy them in bulk and then sell them one at a time for an upcharge. That's how
Yeah.
it works.
Yeah. It's pretty fucking easy.
Well, it's the same thing with the do you remember when they said the same thing about Wayfarer?
Yeah.
Because people, to not lose their listings on Wayfarer, when they ran out of stock, they would just price it at like $100,000 so people wouldn't buy it until they got more stock.
Yeah.
And they would lower the price again. And they're like, why does this cabinet have a human name and worth $100,000? Must be child.
Must be children. Although that one, at the very least, you can say that one had a lot more going for it.
Definitely,
and
had
that
a lot more
took a lot more research than the fucking the recent one.
People were like, so one of the cabinets had like, because like a lot of the names were like generic names, and you're like, sure, you could probably find anyone on the missing kids list with this name.
Yeah.
There was one that had a more specific name that was like very unique, and they were like, this one must be kid.
Yeah.
And then that girl came out. It's like, homie, they found me.
Yeah.
I'm not missing.
Yeah.
And people were like hating on her for not being missing. It's like she's pissed because y'all are saying she's missing when she's not. So she clapped back. She's like, I'm not fucking missing.
Oh my god.
And people were hating on her video for saying that.
That's like the complete opposite of what happened during Coney 2012 when this girl was like, he's been dead for years. My mom said he's been dead for years. And everyone's like, what the fuck, man? And it was like, no, he's not dead. Your mom's a fucking idiot. He is not dead, and he is very much still a warlord. Oh my god. You know, I'm surprised that Coney 2012 does not get brought up all that often for how fucking big of an event that was.
See, I feel like, especially like where we live,
Yep.
a lot of people were just ignorant of it.
Yeah,
like, didn't know it happened.
that's fair. That's true. Although, I mean, I still don't even really see much on the internet apart from like the Internet Historian video.
Yeah, you know, you're right. People don't often bring up Coney 2012.
They should bring Coney up more because he was it Ugandan?
I don't know the specifics place.
Well, he's taking children from their homes in the night. Is that the line of the sing and dance shit? my god, dude. I can never forget the fucking dance routine that they did for it. And the Oprah, like when Oprah's questioning about it, she's like, there have been people have brought up questions of your sexuality, and you may be homosexual, and he's like, yeah, people do bring that up. Instead of like, I have a wife thing, he goes, yeah, people do bring that up. That's not the right answer, dude. Even if you are like closeted gay with a wife, you're on fucking Oprah. You can't just go, yeah, they do bring that up.
Speaking of gay, so one of the dudes who was like on a season of The Bachelor,
Yep.
just came out as gay. And like, the thing is, it's a little sketch because now that he came out as gay, people are kind of, because he got engaged on The Bachelor with a lady.
Oh.
And then they kind of like broke up, but it was messy because he would like stalk her and she got a restraining order against him. And now that he's like, yeah, I'm gay, people are like, oh man, that must have sucked because like he was like religious and stuff too. Like he was like, man, I feel bad for him. He was like, really repressed. He tried to do like conversion therapy. That really sucked for him. But like, the kind of forgetting that he like stalked and abused this woman.
That's like fucking what's his name? Big Ed? Or the big greasy motherfucker?
Oh, yeah.
That's like when they let him on, like, back on with different girls on that, what's that show called? Fuck. That's gonna kill me. It's like, it's not 30 Day Fiancé.
Oh, 90 Day Fiancé.
90 Day. They have even longer time. Yeah, they, like, let him back on with different women.
Yeah, well, it has to be like 90 days because marrying just for your visa is illegal, so they have to prove they're marrying because they actually want to be married.
Yeah, because they love each other.
Otherwise, it's a crime.
Because like, I saw the photos of what he used to look like, and he actually used to look like a pretty handsome dude. Mm-hmm. But now he, like, puts mayonnaise in his hair, and he, like, makes women feel like shit.
Yeah.
And he kind of deflects a lot of things, and I don't know what, like, I say I don't know why, but I know that it's for money. But, like, why would you fucking put him back on your show?
Tyler, can we put mayonnaise in your hair?
Oh my god, if I woke up in the middle of the night and somebody was putting mayonnaise in my hair, I would fucking jump through a window. I would, like, start my car up, I would drive my ass home, and I would shower for like 3 hours.
Tyler, I'll go get the Hellmann's.
Dude, I'm watching myself sleep tonight. Like, I'm gonna sleep with one eye open, and I'm gonna put a fucking mirror on the ceiling. You know, make sure that you do not put mayonnaise in my hair.
They call me the Hellmann's Ninja.
They called me that. That's racist.
I mean, they're not wrong.
They're not wrong for calling me a racist.
I'm a pasty motherfucker.
That's true. Oh, man. You know, every time that I look up at the ceiling and I see that pig, it makes me think about a certain woman that I want to just fucking bend right over and fuck like the pig she is. The woman herself. Just fucking... I had a bunch in my head and I didn't commit to it, so I'm gonna have to censor it still. But
you didn't say anything besides you wanted to fuck the shit out of a woman.
Yeah, but like,
that's not censor worthy, I don't think.
I want to take the bit out though because I don't want another woman to think I'm talking about her.
Oh.
Because then she would
listen. I'm going to disclaim this right now. If you're listening to this, you're not the woman Tyler was talking about.
No. Because the woman that I'm talking about, I really don't want to fuck either. In fact, I really don't want to fuck that woman.
Yeah. Also, I highly doubt she would ever listen to this.
Oh my god, if she did though, that would fucking change the game. That would change everything.
Let's just segue into our weekly bring up of Mr. Blue Eyes.
Mr. Blue Eyes. Mr. Blue Eyes.
So, Mr. Blue Eyes is Sean's new nickname.
His alter ego, if you will.
Yes, his persona.
His Grinder account name. Oh, Sean, we love you and your sweet blue eyes.
His baby blue
His
eyes.
baby blue eyes. There's such a sweetness behind those sweet little blue eyes. Oh, Sean.
Dude, he wants to have a bonfire when he gets back.
Yeah?
Should, like, we're kind of, I don't have any more pallets. Should I just fucking start cutting down trees?
Hey, man, if the wood is good enough.
Like, it definitely won't be dry in, like, a month.
No.
But we could still probably get it going.
I feel like there's that, and then also I feel like we could probably get pallets.
Yeah.
Are pallets expensive?
I don't know how expensive they are. Do you want to just rob?
Yeah. Let's go out to like a. Let's go out.
Not the nearest one.
No.
Because that's too obvious.
That's definitely too obvious. But we could go a couple towns over, or we could go to like a bigger place like Lowe's.
Yeah, like a Home Depot or something.
Home Depot. You were definitely gonna have to take that one out.
Maybe, probably.
Yeah, I was thinking about that with the first one.
Oh well, we'll get it.
We'll get it. We'll remember.
Yeah.
This is gonna be the episode where we just say things that have to get censored.
I think we only have to censor the one I just said.
Yeah, I mean we did clarify with the other one that if, yeah.
Yeah.
There are not very many of our listeners that I would like to fuck. I will put that out there. One of them is definitely Sean.
The other one's Pretty Boy.
The other one's the Pretty Boy. Oh, we love the Pretty Boy. Are there other nicknames among the friend group that make the person like really uncomfortable?
Mr. Blue Eyes, Pretty Boy.
Pretty Boy. I can't think of anything.
I mean, there's one that probably wouldn't appreciate it if we called him an alcoholic.
Yeah, he probably wouldn't appreciate it, but it doesn't like shake.
Trigger him.
Yeah, it doesn't shake him to his core or anything.
I don't have any.
Not that I can think of.
Do you have any?
I don't think so.
All right.
That's why we need the other lads, because if they have something that they've called us, or any of the other lads that have made them uncomfortable, they would remember.
I don't know. I can't think of something that would like hit right to the core like Pretty Boy did for Garner.
Yeah, he was very that was an instant on edge thing.
Yes. Yeah, he didn't hear it the first couple times we said it either. And then so we were already nonchalant about it.
Yeah.
So we just said it once more, and then he's immediately like,
yeah, I think it was the nonchalance that probably got to him too. Yes. Was the fact that we were just so casual with it.
Because he didn't hear it the first couple times.
That was fucking funny.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Because we were drinking, but we weren't super drinking. We were just a little buzzed. So.
Yeah. Speaking of just a little buzzed, did I leave any of the ciders?
I don't think there's any in my fridge anymore.
No, I wanted to sip on one.
I mean, we can check, but I'm pretty sure there's no.
I'll get up and check. Oh no, I drank them all.
No more cider.
Man, I should text somebody to fucking, since we're working, go have somebody get something for me.
No more cider.
No more cider.
Man.
No more dip on your chip.
Tyler, you're crossing streams. So
You're crossing the streams, man. Speaking of crossing streams, there's somebody that I want to fucking cross streams with piss on. And that is... I was gonna say the name, but I'm not. I don't even want to bother.
It's more work.
It's more work, and I'm like exhausted. It's kind of like when she comes begging after like round 6, and it's like, come on, let me go to fucking bed.
It's like there's like 5 of the other homies are like right over there.
Yeah, like you can go by. I know that like I've got the best technique, but like I know one of the other homies has a fucking elephant trunk penis. If you want to go hop on that instead, he's probably more than fine for it. Like, I know I got the skills, but like he's got the raw physical talent. You just gotta, you know.
There's 5 of them over there. Just at least one of them.
Just fucking roll a 6-sided die. If it lands on 6, then go fuck yourself instead. You know. Man, that is mean. That was mean-spirited.
That's our entire show.
I know. Oh, fuck, dude. That was like... That really came from the heart.
It's something that's happened more than once.
More than once.
Which is, you know, not the greatest thing to admit to, but we can't stop ourselves.
We can't change that.
Yeah, it's who we are.
It's who we are. It's who that person is. Yeah. And, I guess, you know, I never really thought about polyamory before, but, like, I guess I'm fine with sharing. Although, it's more like a...
Because I wouldn't call it a relationship.
It's not a relationship.
It's just, you know... Fucking...
It's like when you're on the playground and there's only one basketball and everybody wants to practice their free throws.
Well, it's like fucking the highway to Pound Town.
Yep.
It's a highway. Of course there's going to be more than one car on the road.
Yeah. Sometimes you hop off, but you always end up hopping back on to the same highway.
Yeah, and you know, you've driven the highway so often, it's not a big deal anymore.
Yeah, and it always seems like because you and all your homies drive on that highway so much, sometimes you go on there and you're like, huh, is this an extra lane wider now? Or seems like I've got a lot more room than I did last time.
Man. Which is odd considering the usually slow pace of construction work.
Yeah. It's very impressive.
It's almost like it's more like destruction.
Yeah. I would say more like deforestation, but I don't know if...
Invasive species, maybe?
Maybe invasive species. I was going to go for a pubes joke, but that's a little bit distasteful.
But, Tyler, we're talking about a highway.
God, it's... I like talking like this because it really is like I don't mean any of it, but when you say it all in one bit, it helps you to not say it in a bad situation. Cuz like you have when you're at work or you're out with like family, there's some things you just can't say. And it's a lot easier to not say them if you have somewhere else where you can say them. Yeah.
That's what this is, our outlet.
This is our outlet to say fucked up stuff and to have some people listen.
One might even call it our flesh outlet.
Oh.
Is that the episode title?
The flesh outlet. That might have to be the title today. Oh my god. You know,
Man,
this
episode's been pretty graphic.
Yeah, this one's been... like, I'm kind of afraid, because at first, I wasn't actually going to be able to make it to today's episode, so there was going to be a different co-host. And
yeah, my younger brother.
Yeah, his younger brother was going to be the co-host, and things were going to be a little bit different. But now I am here, and we kind of fucking, like, ramped it up.
This week, dude, we went out, we got dinner.
Yep.
We came back and sat down to record, and we just have been letting loose.
It's the red meat we had. It's the toxic masculinity, man.
We have not been holding any punches.
No, we are literally like, we are Chris Browning that bitch. We're letting her have it.
I must have fell asleep with my windows open. Because I woke up breezy.
Fuck you. I woke up breezy. Oh my god, I'm the man. Fuck, dude. You know, I'm just thinking about like how some people that I know are gonna listen to this, how they're gonna react, and I feel like I'm gonna have a lot of questions I'm gonna have to answer, or a lot of questions that they're gonna want to ask but not going to ask.
I would say when we call the homies later, we should just not say that the new episode's up.
Yeah, we'll let them figure it out on their own time. Well, there's another homie that I'm probably gonna let know, but I'm also afraid for what that homie's gonna think. Cause it was pretty fucking graphic today.
Yeah. Then, they can skip the graphic bits.
Yeah, if you don't, if you're not feeling like listening to how shitty of a person I can be sometimes, then you can. That's fair.
We're equally shitty.
Yeah. If that particular homie doesn't want to have to, listen to how shitty we can be.
If you're not a homie and you don't want to listen.
Yeah, you don't want to listen to how fucked up we can be sometimes. We'll put a little. Should we put a little content warning or?
We can put that in like the description.
Yeah, we'll put it in the description. That's like we kind of got out of hand a little bit.
Yeah.
But also because of some other things that happened this week, like we could technically record a few episodes if we want to, if we don't have anything else we want to do. I mean, just fuck it.
Yeah.
Because like we end up talking a lot anyhow, so might as well just put some of it down.
Won't ever fucking shut up.
Yeah, if that fucking Tyler guy wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Yeah. And then oh yeah, we didn't say this, but and then we're hanging out Friday. So
yep.
You could just stay over Friday, and then we could do Saturday's episode on Saturday.
Oh yeah, that'd be fucking easier. Ralph here is gonna get his ears pierced.
Yeah, got my appointment 1:30 on Friday.
Hells yeah.
You can't be late, Tyler.
I know, and if we are late, I'm gonna feel really fucking bad.
I mean, if we are late, I'll just make you take me out there again.
Yeah, that's true. Just do it on a separate day. We're going down to the same place that I got my ears pierced, and overall, it was a really good experience for me, so I feel like I already have some of the foreknowledge to just kind of let them know what the fuck's gonna happen.
And the foreskin.
And the foreskin! Oh, shit. Yes, I do still have that lying around somewhere. I think I left it in the car.
I thought I was sitting on something when we went to go get dinner.
Yeah. It's not winter anymore. Don't need the turtleneck, but you still kind of want it,
Yeah,
Sometimes
it's fashionable.
It's fashionable. Sometimes it gets a little bit nippy out. Oh, I can't fucking stand when people say nipply. Instead of saying nippy, they say it gets a little nipply out. Have you ever heard this?
I used to say it.
Oh, you rat bastard.
Yeah. I still do sometimes. Just to fuck with people like you.
I can't stand it.
Yeah, fucking... This is the ultimate battle. Nipply versus 30% swag.
Listen, man. At least I never said nipply. Is all I gotta say.
I kind of want to... get the knife and like shave the rest of my leg.
Dude, that'd be fucking sick.
Where's my knife?
You're gonna shave the rest of your fucking leg. So are you just gonna do the calf or like everything?
Probably just the calves.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be a lot for the whole thing. Is that gonna cause like razor bump like situation or?
I don't know. I mean, it felt pretty smooth when I was doing it earlier.
Yeah, I mean it's a pretty fucking smooth cut. It's just I have never like seen anybody do a full ass like cut of their hair with just a knife. It's definitely an interesting experience though. Cause something that I've noticed is when you like look at your hair after it's been cut off, the skin underneath looks super pale. Like, cause I had those surgeries and I had to get my leg cut, my leg cut. I had to get my like leg hair shaved off, and my leg was a lot pastier than I thought it was.
Yeah, I've had my legs shaved once by my younger cousin because she was bored, and I was like, "All right, sure, you can shave my legs."
Yeah.
It was a weird experience. It felt like my legs were like wet.
Yeah, it is kind of like this weird, uncanny feeling. Damn, dude, you're fucking good at that. Look at that.
It's a skill.
It is a skill. You're gonna have to make something with that hair.
Dude, do you remember in the grade above us one year, when they were freshmen in English class, one of the kids shaved the name of the English teacher into his leg hair?
Yes!
Do you remember that?
I do!
That was fucking... She did not appreciate that.
No, that was bad. Oh my god, I forgot about that. Yeah, that was bad news stuff, dude. That was... Oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
No.
Although I liked the kid who did it was... Kid, he's older than us. But the guy who did it, I liked him. He was always a good guy.
Yeah. It's just...
You know, he's a little out there.
A little bit. But, you know, you have that. Sometimes people that are really nice otherwise say things about, like, fucking somebody like a pig.
Right.
Sometimes it just happens like that. The duality of man and woman, because I've heard some women say some fucked up stuff too.
They like to do that.
Yeah, I mean, like fucking.
We shat on women enough last episode.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, that's fair. I still stand behind the fact that if I ever had a son that became an incel, I would have to do like a late term abortion on him, or at the very least disown him forever.
You'd have to take him out to the field to see the rabbits.
Yeah, gonna
Sorry.
sick 'em, Lenny.
Sorry, Of Mice and Men spoilers.
Sorry, guys. Fucking what was it? I saw something. Oh yeah, it was something talking about Evangelion, and somebody like they made a joke about Shinji Ikari, and somebody in the was like, spoilers, goddamn, dude. And they're like, dude, it came out in the fucking 90s. Like, that's your fault. That's not his fault. It's like when people uh-oh. Oh, I'm good. Never mind.
What?
Somebody texted me back, and I was like, hold on a second. Why are they contacting me? And then I remembered what the fuck was up. Damn, dude, look at that.
I'm fucking cooking.
You're cooking, dude. Holy
my leg
shit.
Is getting pretty
Oh my god, do you still have hair down there, like by your ankles and shit? You gotta keep that hair. Yeah. You gotta keep that hair.
I'm gonna have a hard time getting
the back. The back is definitely gonna fucking suck. Damn, though, like, look at that. I wish that people could see this. So, not like a Wookiee or anything, but he had some leg hair. But his knife is just shaving that shit right down. Damn. I feel like one of the people that does a needlessly complicated commentary over the commentary that's already on the ShamWow videos. They're like, oh my god, he said that this was gonna work and it did. And then the guy's like, watch this shit. And he's like, oh, let's watch this shit. I was like, you don't need to be there. The ShamWow. Damn, I am ShamWowed at this knife.
I made this knife.
I made it. He did.
Damn, look at these
Yeah,
legs.
Look at the long tan legs.
We just talked about how fucking pasty I was.
We can only lie so much on here. Damn, bro. That really is like a world of a difference too.
It's gonna happen again when I go to sleep tonight. I'm gonna pull the blanket up and my calves are gonna feel wet.
Oh.
Women, how do you do this?
It's not just women. We gotta stand with the femboys too.
Something stands for the femboys,
Oh,
if
yeah.
you know what I mean.
I think you mean your penis, right?
It's not much of one, but that is what I mean, yeah.
That is what I mean, yes. Alright, you see, the thing is, sometimes they really just do be cute as fuck.
Yeah, there's, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
Because they are fucking. I want
Yeah.
to do things to them.
I want to do unsavory things to some femboys.
Yeah,
Just
with
gotta
their
say.
consent, of
With
course.
their
consent.
We don't support rape here on the R.A.T.cast.
No. Same with, I don't know. I don't support scat. I'm sorry.
The music form or the fetish?
The fetish.
Oh. I'm not into it, but if you said you were, I wouldn't make fun of you.
Yeah, I won't make fun of you for it, but,
I don't get it.
it's definitely still in that territory of, I don't understand, and it, really kind of repulses, basically.
Yeah. I mean, some people are, repulsed by, even fetishes that pale in comparison to scat, like the really vanilla people.
Yeah, really, that, I get that there are some reasons why they would be, but also, there's a lot of things that people get, sort of grossed out by that are really not that bad.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Alright, I get, I don't want to be cucked. People don't want to be cucked, they don't like it.
Yeah.
But, weebs in general, I feel freak the fuck out somebody says NTR
Yeah.
or anything like that. They'll just immediately be like, I have to burn, I bought 10 volumes of this manga, but then I saw somebody say in the comments that it had NTR. I burned all 10 volumes.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, that stuff does really, hit me hard.
Yes.
But some people just like that
They
stuff.
blow it out of... Yeah, some people like it, and then also some people blow not liking it out of proportion.
Yeah. And also, sometimes, if it's in a manga and not, in a doujin or something like that, sometimes, that's just part of the story. It's not even,
Yeah.
it's not even, a sexual thing. It's just, a...
fat material.
No, it's not made for that either. It's made for, a, wow, that fucking blows. Now you really feel bad for the main character.
Yeah.
So it's
Or the main character's the one doing it.
oh, yeah.
That also fucks with me, because if the main character is the one doing it, the people that were so abhorrent of it earlier are now I'm into it.
Yeah, I will be the first to admit, though, that there is some sort of weird, fucked up connotation, or, there's a weird, fucked up, part of that's, alluring.
Uh-huh.
But it's the same as, doing drugs, though, where it's, you're not, you're not supposed to, and I think that's the allure. It's
Also,
it's a really fucked up thing.
It's also, as long as that stuff stays in, your porn or whatever, it's fine.
Yeah.
Or, if you are yes, I want my partner to fuck other people, that's also fine.
Mm-hmm.
But straight up cheating's not fine. 'Cause
No.
That'll emotionally fuck
Yeah,
someone up
that
for,
fucks people up.
the rest of their life.
Yeah. Fantasizing about it, reading fictional things of it, and then, consenting for it, or other parts of, say, I don't know, when you do like the role play stuff and like you buy a $15 mailman costume and you show up at your own house and the woman's like, and your wife's like, my husband
can't afford
isn't
these
home.
stamps.
Yeah, I can't. I can't afford these stamps. Holy shit, dude. You're not showing up to like a house like that. You're showing up to one of those fucking refugee yurts. Like, I can't afford the stamps. Oh my god. Oh. Oh yeah. We'd like to have fun on the R.A.T.cast. Dude, you're fucking getting into it. He's getting the back of his legs.
I gotta do a uniform job.
Yeah, that's true. Like it's dedication, dude.
This is fucking hard. I hate this.
You've started it and now you must finish. Oh, is going the other way working?
I mean, it's the only way I'm gonna be able to finish this back leg.
Yeah, that's true. Damn, dude. I think what's really just getting to me is that like when you get the same area over and you hear like the scratching of the already bare skin.
I haven't yet to cut myself.
Yeah, that's true. As long as you're not cutting yourself, it's not that bad. But it's definitely like makes me a little bit anxious hearing that sound because like isn't wait, that's a slogan for something. Is it Steakums?
I have no idea.
Somebody in the comments tell us if that's
Nobody
true.
comments on it.
Nobody comments on our fucking shit. You know, did we get any D&D applications?
As far as I'm aware, nobody has given us their D&D applications.
You know, I'm a little bit disappointed, but
It is disheartening. You're not wrong.
yeah. Damn. We'll keep those applications open because we do need people.
Unless we can convince someone that it's not awkward to hang out with us.
Yeah. We don't do anything awkward. We just talk about like respecting women and then shaving our legs.
I think this one's as good as it's gonna get.
That's pretty fucking good. Oh, there you got a little bit like turn the leg back my way a little bit higher right there. You see, that's like a basic straight line. There you are. And then for the most part, you're looking pretty decent up there. I mean, I think you don't really want to try to fuck too much with that crease. Like,
yeah.
That's definitely a no-go territory for a...
I think other than that, I'm pretty
Oh,
good.
yeah,
I'm gonna
it's
move on to my other leg.
Yeah. Oh, you're going for the other leg?
I gotta do both legs, homie.
Oh, you only need the one.
Let me go rock with one hairless leg and one hairy leg?
Yes! Of course!
Fuck, I am a supporter of symmetry, motherfucker.
I guess that makes me anti-Semitic.
Damn, you like that strip, homie?
Yeah, dude. Look at that. Oh, you can roll that shit up and smoke it. Oh my god. Oh, this... You know why that hurt looking at that? Because that was like ignoring the fundamentals of mowing your lawn. Like, you went for one line and then you went for a second one, but you didn't like overlap the lines.
I'm shaving my leg with a knife, Tyler. I'm not pushing a fucking lawnmower. It's a bit hard to do.
Oh, fuck. Is there such a thing as like a backseat driver at salons that are like, you're fucking up that haircut?
I'm sure they're all called fucking Tyler. Is that how you're gonna be when I'm getting my ears pierced?
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, I don't know. I don't know if that one looks good. I think that the thing said for like 20 minutes or something, but I think most of the 20 minutes was just me like sitting and making sure that I didn't get lightheaded. Because it's literally just like a little gun thing that gets cleaned off and then you boop, boop. And then
yeah, I was like, I can't imagine it taking...
No. That's why it's even more infuriating that places like Claire's fuck it up so badly.
That's what I was. If we couldn't get an appointment at this place, I would have done it at Claire's for the
Yeah, at that point though, I feel like it would have been safer if I would have just fucking like gave you some whiskey and then just put a fucking needle through your.
My cousin just fucking stabs her ears with sewing needles.
I mean, I think who is it? There was somebody that told me that when they were a kid.
I might have nicked myself on the back of this leg.
Yeah, that. I mean, you'll have that.
Yeah.
There was somebody that told me something about doing like the fucking, not a vacuum cleaner, but something air pressured that they just fucking like shot it through their ear and basically like hit their neck as well, and they were bleeding for a bit, but they did it.
That's some dedication.
That's some fucked up stuff.
Like, is it a money thing, or are you just like, I need to have this done right now?
I think it's more like I need this to happen, but I can fucking do it myself. Because that's like the whole putting the ice cube up and then you just shove any sort of fucking needle you can.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's also weird because, like, these chicks are doing this with serious dedication.
Yeah.
But not to be sexist, but it's usually like a man thing to be like, I can do this myself.
Yeah, it usually is.
Like, I don't need directions.
That's something that I never
I don't get that either.
When I've seen people like building, I mean, there's some things that I can, if there's something that it's a spur of the moment idea and I don't have instructions already and I don't feel like trying to find somebody else's instructions and I want to come up with something myself, that's one thing. But when like I get something and it's like, here's an instruction manual how to build this, I look through it and I just do it.
Yeah.
I don't like go, fuck it, I'll find out. Because then you have stupid shit happen and you're like, why is this happening? And it's like, yeah, because you didn't fucking read the booklet page 4A.
Yeah.
Moron.
Or if I'm driving somewhere, I'm going to fucking use Google Maps if I've never been there before.
That's what I did with I did that with the place that I went to get the ears pierced because I had never been to that part of town.
Mm-hmm.
And I was looking through and I was like, holy shit, this is weird. Because they have some weird stop signs and stoplights on the way there.
Is that also the area with the weird one-way streets?
Yes. The weird one-way streets are the way back.
Ah.
So you go through this one stoplight and then it goes you do this weird one way that's like a 2-lane one way. So like you're going straight ahead and then somebody next to you is also going straight ahead, but at the way end of the road they're allowed to turn and you keep going straight.
Ah.
It's really weird and it's awkward to gauge like with how busy traffic gets. But I mean, I did it and I was fine, so it was whatever. But yeah, I just don't get when people just kind of go, fuck it. Like, I like to have at least something. Because if I say fuck it, then more likely than not, I already have some knowledge on the subject.
Yes.
Or if it's like setting something up that's, I don't know, like one of the USB powered lamps or something. It's like, you literally just plug it in.
Yeah.
And then they have like another booklet that's in there just because it needs to be, and it's like, yeah, this is fine. I read up on it online, whatever. I don't need instructions on that, but if I was building a house, I'd kind of like to have blueprints, you know? Just
need something you want to fucking last.
Yeah, something to refer to. Oh man, I really want to. Part of me wants to go up and get more spinach artichoke dip, but another part of me is saying don't yet.
Eating on the podcast probably isn't a great idea.
Yeah. What about taking if I crack open another Sprite?
That's probably fine.
Yeah, I think that one's empty, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's empty. I'm gonna grab my other Sprite, but I will continue to talk in the background. That way we've got some noise while I walk away from the microphone. And
Tyler, like I said, doesn't stop fucking talking.
If he doesn't stop fucking talking sometimes. Well, if he would stop, you knew what I was trying to say. We have fun on the R.A.T.cast. We have Sprite on the R.A.T.cast as well.
Sponsored, actually. Use Use code Ralph is the hot one to get 10% off your orders of Sprite.
Use code SOG at the checkout, and you will become Indian.
They literally fucking use brown Sharpies to permanently dye your skin.
Dude, Muda is funny as fuck.
I fucking love Muda. I just started also now watching Charlie videos.
Yeah. I have like phases where I go in and out of him because he is like the daily upload king.
Yeah.
But sometimes like every day is too much for me. Or like having a little bit of time in between things.
Yeah.
That's why
Also, because he uploads every day, you could pick and choose ones that interest you.
Yeah, because I mean, you know, I don't think this would particularly offend him, but there are definitely some things that he covers that are a lot less than what I would want to watch. But he also has, like, he covers a lot of bases. So there's a lot of different types of people that can go and watch him because he covers so many different things. And I think he makes a bunch of different things so that he can have at least one thing appeal to everybody. Yeah. Like one each little, you know.
And also he's probably interested in almost everything.
Oh yeah, he has. I have to give him some fucking props for being so committed to things that he'll pick up on a whim. Cause he gets fucking into it. Like when he picked up the, what was it, Mr. Krabs on ketamine or whatever.
Yep.
He picked it up and then he fucking contacted somebody that speed runs the game and he was getting all into it and shit.
Yeah, and both my calves are shaved now. With my homemade knife.
You're gonna have 2 wet legs tonight.
Yeah.
Look at that hairball.
Yeah, it was a lot thicker on like my shins than it was the back of my calf for some reason.
There's a lot more that rubs on the back of the calves and stuff, so I can definitely see that. That's like I've got a crease like right here.
Yeah,
on both legs.
The inner thighs.
On the inner thighs. It never grows hair because of how much friction is there all the time.
Yeah.
It just doesn't.
Carter thought that meant he had cancer, right?
Yeah.
He brought that up in the group chat. He's like, anyone else have hairless patches on their thighs?
Yeah, it's because of the I mean, honestly, there are some things like that where they're never fucking explained. So like, I can't fault. Because I actually did have another thing happen to me where it was like, I talked to my doctor about it and they were like, yeah, dude, your body is built like that. It's supposed to look like that. And I was kind of like, oh.
The thing for me is Carter almost immediately will always default to, it's cancer.
Yeah, that's fair.
Does he have like a family history of it or something?
I don't know.
Because I find it weird how much he assumes something wrong with him is cancer. Or that something is wrong at all.
Yeah. I think he's definitely very cautious about that stuff. But then that's why it kind of baffles me sometimes when he's not so cautious with other things that I would be cautious with.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. He was doing this one technique on the girl, and he was kind of like, I think it's called the chopper, where you go no arm, and you put it in, and you just kind of will your body to spin. You know, I was like, Carter, have you ever done the chopper before? And he's like, no, but I'm going to do it anyway. And I was like, that's kind of bold for, you know, for an amateur. I mean, an amateur in those types of moves. Not an amateur in general, because he definitely,
he fucks.
He fucks.
But that one will break your goddamn dick if you fuck it up.
Yeah, so I was like, that's pretty brave of you to go straight for the chopper. But hey, man, it's your dick. And it's our holes to share on that one person.
Dude, we made it to an hour and we didn't even bring up Final Fantasy 14 once.
Final Fantasy 14. Actually really fun.
You're enjoying it?
I'm enjoying my time with it. I think part of it is because I picked a different class that I would from other games. Because I picked a class that I knew was going to be potentially like able to be a healer. And it was a barrier healer, technically. I'm an alchemist, right? Or arcanist, not alchemist.
I was going to say, if you pick arcanist, I'm pretty sure you can level 2 classes at the same time with that one, right?
Yeah, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. And one of the cool abilities that you get like level 3 is you get a carbuncle as like a summon. So
Yeah.
it fights with you.
Yeah, because that's what it's like. Isn't it like Scholar and Summoner are the two classes you get? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to be a paladin, so I started out as gladiator so I could become a paladin.
Yeah.
Because usually my first thought was I kind of want to be a DPS class because that's how I usually play in games. But then I was like, I heard you'll get into lobbies faster as a tank or a healer.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, right now I'm playing by myself, so I'll be a tank. And I also heard like paladin was one of the best classes for doing a solo job.
Oh.
And so there were two tanks I was thinking between paladin and gunbreaker. Because gunbreaker is like the tank that's closest to a DPS.
Yep.
But also it's confusing as fuck. So it's like I'll play paladin.
Yeah, and so far it's like it's not all that difficult for me to pick up. I mean, I'm only like level 6 right now, so it's not too far into things. But the abilities that I have like they regenerate so like really fast right now, and then I have the carbuncle that its level is paired to your level, so it doesn't do all that much damage, but I could definitely see later on doing a lot more damage to things.
Because that's how like the abilities work is like you can do one of them every 2.5 seconds.
Yep.
Except for every once in a while you'll get an ability that you can use immediately after the other ones that has its own like separate cooldown.
Oh.
Because like I've got one that like stuns enemies that's not on like the 2.5 second cooldown. It's got like a 25-second one. But I can like hit him with a regular attack and then immediately hit him with the stun.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah. And then also my taunt thing is also not on the global cooldown.
And that's the other cool thing is that the carbuncle attacks on its own too. It's not like tied to a turn-based thing. So even like it does about like for me, since my character does like the most damage with spells, you can do physical damage for just like fucking hitting with your book.
Yeah.
But right now the carbuncle basically just like every once in a while does damage at that caliber of just like physically hitting weakly, but it still does something in the long run. And if I'm, in that 2.5 seconds that I'm waiting, it'll get another hit in, and it'll be a sliver, my hit, a sliver of health, and then it adds up.
Because that's the thing. I've got abilities that like taunt enemies. One that's like a passive buff that like all enemies generate more aggression towards me. And then the other one is like a single target one that will basically instantly make them come and attack me. And then all my other abilities, I've got like 2 of them that are stuns, and then one that I haven't figured out how to use correctly called interruption that like stops an action. But I've never like used it to stop anything before properly. It just always says interruption failed. So I don't know how that one works. And then the rest of them are just attacks.
That was
and buffs. I can buff my defense and my I've got like 2 defense buffs and 1 attack buff.
I think at level 5, or maybe it was level 4, I also got a spell that's to heal target. So I can heal other people, I think. But mainly when I'm using it, since I'm just by myself, it just heals me. Because I don't think that the carbuncle has health. I don't know how it works. I definitely have to look more into it. The one thing that was kind of overwhelming was that in certain areas, once I started attacking things, other things would just keep on fucking attacking until I walk away.
So, like, I did a little bit of research, because once Gladiator becomes Paladin, I, like, get, like, one thing that I could use to heal myself or others, too. And then also, instead of all physical attacks, I've got half physical attacks and then half spells.
Oh.
Kind of like a Paladin from D&D, almost.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting.
I definitely want to look more into some of the other stuff for the healer path, because I did see some summon things, but obviously this was before I started the character up, and I didn't know what any of it really meant. And I don't know what a lot of things mean now, but I have a better understanding to the point where I may be able to get behind some of the things. The second ability that I have is it does like a lingering damage, which isn't too important since it doesn't do a lot right now and it wouldn't really, match up. But I can definitely see it in the long run being a way better skill to have lingering damage stuff.
Well, yeah. I'm just glad that you're having fun, though.
Yeah, dude, I'm having a good time with it. I'm glad. I mean, that's the thing is like there are some Square Enix properties that never fail me, and I always have fun. And then there are other ones that like I see and I'm like, that's Square Enix.
Well, it's a lot of these days they have to fucking put out some cash grabs because of how big of a hit they took with the Avengers.
Yeah, the Avengers. Oh my god, that I feel that's the one thing I wish I could like go back and go like Square. This will fuck you guys over. Don't do it.
It's like Marvel is so fucking huge.
Mm-hmm.
That should have been so hard to fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
But they still did.
And they continue
lost
to.
So much money on. And now they're putting out fucking cash grabs to make up all that money they lost.
Yeah, they lost a hearty fucking amount of money on that one. That definitely pisses me off because like they've got all the JRPG stuff that will never fail them. They consistently put out really good JRPGs. Then they have the subscription based thing for Final Fantasy 14. There was a bunch of other games that were like not JRPGs that were really, really good games. Mm-hmm. And even if they don't sell incredibly, they sell well enough to hold up, make a profit, and then you just kind of keep going about. But
also they act like as a publisher for other games that like other companies make too.
Mm-hmm.
So
fucking one of the big ones that like I'm pretty sure it sells really well, but it kind of confuses me because people talk shit about it a lot, but it still seems to do really well, is Kingdom Hearts.
I feel like even Kingdom Hearts fans love to shit on Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, that's probably true. Because Kingdom Hearts at its core is kind of like, it seems very cash grabby, but it's so focused on its story that it's weird that it would be so, tailored towards a cash grab type of game where it's like, hey, look, it's a character but actually, not only is it just a character we're actually like serious about developing them.
That's the thing, fucking people that like Kingdom Hearts are like very serious about the franchise. Mm-hmm. And to the point where like it's kind of scary to talk about it around them because they'll like get fucking into it and you're like, I've never played a single Kingdom Hearts game.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would like be like, I know this surface knowledge thing, and then they'll like fucking like their necks like snap around and they'll look at you and their eyes are glowing red.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, buddy.
Barry Kramer had a really good like 2 set of videos. The guy that used to be the editor for the Game Grumps, he had somebody else that knew their shit like describe everything to him on like a 6-hour stream, and then he went and made, I think it was an hour video on a brief like go through everything that happens, and then he did it again for the next so he made it before the last game that came out, and then he made one for the newest game that came out. And it was very good at explaining everything. And I definitely understood a lot of things that made me feel like I might want to try the game sometime. And knowing everything story-wise versus not knowing it probably would not affect my experience just because of how convoluted it gets.
Yeah, it fucking gets... The river branches off into many streams.
Yeah. Unfortunately, along with the community of that game, is I like a lot of games that the communities are dog shit for. Like Danganronpa. I fucking love the games. Every time I see some sort of like thing on a Twitter stand talking about it, it's like I I wish I didn't love these games so much, cause man, you guys suck.
That was another thing that was nice about playing Final Fantasy 14. I don't know how many interactions you've had yet because you've just started. For me, the community's been fucking great.
I can see that. I haven't because I'm still like in introductory stuff. I haven't been around many players, but people look like they just have a fun time on the game.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. The players are all nice. They'll like like if you don't know what you're doing, they won't like bitch at you. They'll just be like, oh yeah, that's how you do this.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Like so like the first dungeon you do for like the main story quest, it has you do like 3 different dungeons in a row, one for each of the main cities, or the starting cities, and I did 2 of them, and like I had a good party both of them, and then like the third one we didn't talk at all in the first 2. The third one, like everybody was like typing in chat and like talking it up, and like we go to start the dungeon, and the healers like immediately, because I'm the tank, they're like, pull as many mobs or ads as you can, any monsters. I'll make sure you're always healed. And I was like, fuck yeah, homie.
Fuck yeah.
I'm gonna pull all the monsters.
That was how old school Overwatch would be when I would get on the fucking in the group of people like they're like, all right, what the fuck are we repping? And way back people would say we would do what's his name? Fuck. Shit, the tank guy. The guy that not tank, but the turret guy.
Junkrat?
No.
I have never played Overwatch.
Oh,
so
fuck, that's right. Oh, shit. There's a guy that he has a like a gun that has 2 different shoot types, but his main thing is he's like the turret builder from TF2. And he just places turrets. And way back, you could just have you could have like a whole team be the same person. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you would get in and people would be like, everybody, we're going to go Winston. And then you'd see like 4 people all go Winston. And you're like, all right, we'll all be Winston. But there were other times where you'd get into a quick match and people were like, all right, I'm playing this guy. And somebody else is like, we need a healer. Or they'd be like, we need a tank to lead. And I'd be like, I'll be Reinhardt. And someone would be like, all right, I'm going to mercy heal you. And then as soon as I switch off, you're going to fuck their shit up. I'm like, oh, wait, that's what I'm going to do. And there was a lot of good talks before shit went downhill on Overwatch's community.
Yeah, that's what I was like. When I did those first few dungeons, I was like, because like when you play by yourself, like you don't really like have to be your specific role because you're taking care of yourself and killing the enemies when you're doing the quest by yourself. But when I hopped into those dungeons, I was like, man, I'm a tank because. I like if we were in like a boss or like a mini boss or like a pseudo boss, I would, because my provoke, like I would never take off the passive aggro buff.
Yep.
I would leave that on the entire dungeon. I'd provoke the strongest one, but instead of like using my stronger like single target attacks, I have a spin sword attack, and I would just spam that, and I would hit the boss, but also hit like the smaller ads. So I could get everything to just fucking hate me. Mm-hmm. And the healer would keep me healed. And then the DPS would fuck shit up for me. And it's like, damn, I'm actually playing like a tank now.
I'm actually taking this role seriously. That's why I feel like it'd be cool for to rep healer for a little bit and still have a summon that can do damage. Mm-hmm. So that even if I'm like really intensely focused on making sure everybody else is healed, I can still sort of do damage in between things if need be. Mm-hmm. And I've also got like the summon that's going to be doing like not immense amounts of damage, but they're doing something.
Like I said, like during those dungeons, I never had to fucking even use a potion once. Mm-hmm. Like everyone had my back. Although I haven't had to use potions many times, even playing by myself, but I've had to use them a few times.
I'm going to have to figure out how to do some of that stuff with like actually putting the items in the hotbar, because I
haven't done it yet, because like doing it right from the few times I needed a potion, it wasn't like a necessity enough, so I just opened my inventory and used it right from there. but I'm gonna assume that you can click and drag it from the inventory right to the hotbar.
Yeah, it probably is that simple.
Because that's how you, like... Because you can move your skills around that way.
Oh, you can move them around and shit? That's
you
awesome.
can click and drag, and, like, if you accidentally get rid of one, you just have to, like, open up your menu and click and drag it back out. So I'm gonna assume potions work the same way, even though I haven't used them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would have to assume so, too. Something else that do you know how the mana replenishes?
I don't have any spells yet.
Oh, that's true. 'Cause mine, I don't know if it's just, like, because I'm early on and they don't cost enough to make that big of an impact, but it feels like almost instantaneously.
Well, also, like, when you're not in battle, like, the health regens pretty instantly, too, so maybe it's the same for mana.
Maybe, that's true. Maybe as soon as I get done. But I feel like in between my fucking inputs, even, like, because it costs 200 for the base skill, I feel like it goes back up to 10,000 every fucking time.
I don't have spells yet, so
Huh.
I don't know how it actually is.
I guess I'll have to figure that out on my playing
That's
experience.
the thing. For some rewards, I've gotten, like, regen potions and mana potions.
Mm-hmm.
But the mana potions are just kind of collecting dust in my inventory right now.
Oh, I made a fucking big dumb move. One of the first quests that I finished, there was like different pieces of armor, and I fucking picked one that I can't use, and because it's beginner gear, it only sells for like 2 gil.
Yeah.
So I have it in my inventory, and I just kind of like, part of me doesn't even feel fucking bothered enough to try to sell it because it's only 2 gil. I might just fucking trash it.
So, another tip for you, when you get the quest to finally leave your city and go to the other ones, the quest is basically like, go to one city, deliver letter, immediately go to the next. Before you immediately go to the next, make sure you go to the Aetherite and fucking attune it, because then you can just teleport back instead of having to get on, like, an airship again.
I have, so far, every single one that I've seen, I've attuned to.
Alright, because, like, the one at this city you started at, because you go to the airship, you take the elevator down, and you deliver the letter. The Aetherite is down one more flight of stairs from there, so it didn't immediately pop on my map. And I didn't think I'd be coming back so soon. So I just kind of forgot about it.
Yeah.
But then I went to the foresty city, and the Aetherite was there, so I tuned it. And then the quest is like, go back to the other city. I was like, fuck, so I had to get on the airship again.
Yeah, I was a little bit upset because I actually had I had attuned to a bunch of the fucking different things, and I was doing these small little quests because they're, you know, little dumb fetch quests. Yes. And I was like running around everywhere, and the sprint isn't exactly like super generous sometimes because you have to wait a minute after it gives you like 20 seconds.
20 seconds of sprint and 40 seconds before you can use it again.
And you're running around such a fucking complicated area. I was doing those, and I was getting different Etherite, but you don't... Or Ethernet, right? Or
Aetherite shards that are connected to the Aethernet.
Yeah. I was basically attuning to all these different shards, and because I hadn't completed a quest where you go from... where you go attune in a different, like, thing outside of the city, I wasn't allowed to use the spell teleport. So I couldn't just fucking go from place to place. I had to run from each place to each place.
When you get to level 10, you can rent chocobos. I think it's like 10 gil for like 10 minutes or something. And you can just rent chocobos. I haven't done it yet because, like, I don't know, I just teleport to places I need to go. But yeah, I think it's level 10 you unlock that.
For 10 minutes? Oh, is it for like 10 IRL? That... I'm trying to figure out how much it cost in Final Fantasy because I know it was 10 gil per like in-game hour in Final Fantasy 15.
Also, it's like 14 is one of the easiest games to make gil in. Like,
oh yeah.
Like, It's like the later in you get, you're just kind of rolling in Gil.
Huh. Yeah, I feel like 15 was after you beat the game and you go back and everything. I feel like there was a lot that I kind of missed out on, even though I felt like I did a fair amount of things. There's just so much in that fucking game.
Yeah, 15 was my first Final Fantasy game.
15 was... That was my third Final Fantasy game, I think. Well, technically fourth, but I didn't finish one of them because I beat 10, like the HD remaster 10. I played through... I think I beat 7. I don't remember though because I was so young. And I started 10 too, but I did not finish it.
Technically not my first. I've played about 10 minutes of Final Fantasy Type 0. Because my sister had it.
Yes.
And I was like, alright, I need something to play.
I'm actually getting I'm making some headway in the 7 remake, which is a lot of fun, but part of me just wishes there was more to do sometimes because they have side quests, but there's only so many side quests per chapter, and some chapters don't have them because like the entire chapter is you just moving from point A to point B, which, yeah, it's fun, but I really like the combat in the game, so it sucks when I can't just go out and fight something like you can in 15.
See, the thing was the 7 remake felt like because 15 fucking Noctis can like teleport around.
Yep.
So I just felt really slow playing as Cloud in the 7 remake.
It was definitely a little bit of getting used to it first, but I think that the big trade-off is with the ability to switch off to the different characters and shit. I don't really... Even though she's fucking tough as fuck, I don't end up playing Tifa all that often. I kind of just let her do her thing.
Yeah.
But Barrett is really fun to play. Barrett's the man.
Barrett's a fucking legend.
Yeah, he's fucking screaming like, "You hear the earth screaming? Meh!" And you're like, "Yeah, man, you fucking preach it." Woo!
And then like, fucking Cloud's just, being a dick.
Cloud's being the edgy pretty boy he is. He really
need
is
some Cloud cosplay from Carter.
Dude, honestly, like if I got rid of more of the gut, I could fucking totally be Cloud.
I feel like none of the homies particularly are like a match for Cloud. So you could do it. You wouldn't have 100% sync rate. I'd give you probably about 80% sync rate.
I'm trying to think of who would be better for... Actually, short hair me. I don't remember what the guy's name is. The guy that's with Biggs. Or Briggs. You know, like the skinnier guy that sets up the bombs and stuff? Short hair me with the fucking chin strap could do that. But I don't really remember him.
The closest Final Fantasy character I think I get to is Gladio.
Yeah.
Big guy.
Big guy. Gladio's cool as shit.
Yes.
I think they were all pretty cool.
Yeah, I liked everyone in 15. Also, I thought fucking Cindy was hot as fuck.
Yes. She is definitely hot as fuck. Who else was the Noctis's wife there? Like the princess.
Luna Freya?
Yeah.
Is that it?
She cute.
Yeah.
She a cutie. Then there was the girl that drops in every once in a while. She is hot as fuck.
Well, dude, so fucking when I first got 15, I was like, damn, I thought Rule 34 would be quicker on the uptake for Cindy, because that was one of the first things I did. I was like,
yeah,
I put Cindy, and I was like, there ain't shit here yet.
Yeah.
But now there's definitely some.
Dude, they have stuff on the fucking the maiden at the shrine in fucking the Firekeeper.
Oh.
The Keeper of the Shrine or whatever in Dark Souls 3. Yeah. Yeah.
Rule 34 is weird because, like, there's hot stuff on there, but then I also go on there to get images to troll Sean.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the Vaporeon thing.
The Vaporeon, and then the Spider-Man vor.
Oh, yeah.
Vor. I don't understand vor.
Don't understand either, but, you know, we don't kink shame on the R.A.T.cast.
We don't kink shame on the R.A.T.cast. We only shame masochists.
If
with
you're
their
into
consent.
vor and you want to come on and talk about it, put your application in the comment below.
If you're a masochist, get on your fucking knee and grovel for me, alright?
Hey man.
With your consent.
If there's a chick taller than me that like wants me to call her mommy and wants to like peg me, I'm down.
Alright. Question of the hour then. Is it more manly to dom like a smaller submissive woman, or to just have any sexual relations with like a really tall woman?
I feel it's less about the size of the woman and more about the spirit of the woman when it comes to how manly you are for taking charge.
Yeah, because it's like the thing that what's his name? Not Scott the Woz. Fucking I can't think of his fucking Chris Ray Gun. Chris Ray Gun is like 5'4", and he was like talking about the woman from Village, the one that everybody's talking about, big mommy milker titty thing. She's 10 foot, and he's like, now you guys are all introduced to my sex life because I'm 5'4", but he's like, personally, I think it's more manly to take down a giant beast and say that I fucked it than to dominate like a smaller submissive woman. And that resonated with me.
See, that's the thing though, like, for me in my head, it's mostly about, like, the spirit, because, like, if it's, like, even if they're larger than you, if they are at heart a submissive,
Yeah.
it really won't be a challenge, because that's them, they want to submit.
Yeah.
So, like, I still feel like on the classic manliness scale, it'd be more manly, even if the woman was small, if you had to, like, you know, not, like, I don't want to say, like, dominate, but, like, because, like, because that sounds kind of rapey, like,
Yeah.
not in a rapey way, kind of, like,
I know what you're trying to say, like the challenge
Yes.
of their
you coming
like,
out on top.
Yeah, their presence being
Yes.
a stronger presence and
Yeah.
kind of overcoming that.
Yeah.
And then,
That's what I'm trying to get at. For me, it's more like the spirit thing. Their, like, their personality rather than their size. Also, like, I wouldn't say I'm either one. I'd say I'm more of a switch. I can go both ways.
Bingo. Switch
Alright.
life. High five. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Sean, you should buy a Nintendo Switch.
Yes, Sean should buy a Nintendo Switch with his monies.
Yeah.
Switch life is the way.
Dude.
That's...
We're an hour and 33 minutes.
We're an hour... Oh, my God. That's fucking incredible.
And we're talking about fucking dominating and being dominated.
Dude, we've talked about a lot of sex things tonight.
Yeah. Although I feel like the end one was the least graphic out of them.
Yeah. We got a little graphic earlier.
Yeah.
I'm not going to apologize.
No, we never will.
No, but I will definitely still keep it on the record that there are people we talk about that we joke on.
Yeah, these were all jokes.
Yes.
I'll put the satire tag in the
The
tags.
satire tag.
Oh,
in
I
there.
forgot to tell you that in the tags for one of the episode, I think is the last one because you went to go eat dinner when I was uploading it.
Yeah.
I just put something that like I'm better than you or whatever in one of the tags. I was like, man, if I never say anything about this, he'll never ever find out ever.
Yeah.
It would stay there forever into the annals of history.
That it would be there forever.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus! I just remember there's like there's only one thing we have to censor, but I didn't look at
I know the approximate.
You know the
time.
approximate?
Yes.
Okay,
I
we're
immediately
good.
glanced over.
We're good. We're good.
Ah.
Because there was the other thing that when we really were getting graphic, we already explained. Yeah.
No regrets.
No regrets. No regrets. You remember that fucking Milky Way commercial? Like, I was eating a Milky Way. And it's like, oh, that's funny. He got a fucked up tattoo because she was eating candy.
Dude, I was fucking... Dude, have you seen the Charlie video he did on, like, the fucking subreddit of people who hate dogs?
Yeah.
That was... Like, I can get not liking dogs, but like how he said in the video, they have a weird obsession with hating dogs.
Mm-hmm. They're very similar to incels.
Yeah, but with dogs.
And
cats.
Yeah, so that was something that was always bizarre to me was... Because I actually had a great-grandmother that didn't like animals.
Uh-huh.
But, like, she was never spiteful with it.
She never, like, called the cops to try and get dogs killed.
No. I don't get why people get like that. Because it's... Dogs, cats, and a lot of pets are basically just members of the family.
Well, they kind of like... I'm going to assume it's like a weird, like... They're not fans of it in general, but then it becomes, like, this thing where, like, they think people are going to think they're weird for thinking like that.
Yeah.
And so it just kind of compounds on itself until it becomes this weird hatred.
Yeah, because really, like, if you don't like an animal, then it's whatever. But if you become, like, vengeful just for the fact that, you know, it's a dog, then it definitely is weird.
I was gonna make a weird, or not weird, fucking comparing the hating animals to the hating women thing.
Yeah. We don't hate animals on the R.A.T.cast.
Women are alright too.
Women are okay. Oh man, when dudes are like the fucking pride and ego part of some guys, when they retain that after becoming femboys is fucking hilarious. Because then you get classic liners like, I can suck dick better than any woman because I know what dick likes. I have one. I read that in like elementary school. In like 5th grade when I had just gotten like my first little, well, not my first, I'd actually seen a fair amount of the internet at that point anyway. But like, I saw that and I never forgot it. That's a fucking powerful statement.
It's a fucking...
I can suck dick better than any woman because I know what dick likes. I have one. That was poetic.
I don't know about sucking dick. I do know that a lot of women out there are bad at jerking dick.
Yeah. They're very they overestimate the strength of which your dick is.
Yeah, also, like, we can't really fault them, because, like...
They don't have it?
Yeah, you've been jerking your dick.
Yeah.
Ever since, you know, whenever you first started to jerk your dick.
Yeah.
You really know how to jerk your dick the best.
Yeah.
And so, like, you know, some people, they don't know your dick. They gotta get to know your dick.
I can say that I have had a time or two where something was done and I was like, oh, wrong move. You chose incorrectly. And I kind of like, I had to, you know, they recovered and I recovered eventually. But it was kind of like I am going to try to avoid having that happen again because that hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. No bueno. Wow. We have talked for a while.
Yeah. Okay. And we're right around an hour and 40 minutes.
Jesus.
Dude.
I mean, I feel like... Honestly, I feel like we should, you know... think we could probably like wrap this one up and then kind of do something else. But if we want to come back later and do like a tiny thing after everything all, if we want to, we can. I mean, that's just me, because like I'm tired at the moment. But also, I feel like if I did something else for 5 minutes, I'd be like right back on it.
Maybe we need to get drunk and go on another walk.
Hey man, I'm totally fucking down for that now that you say it. If you want to do that, and then we can have a special like mini pod.
All right. So we're gonna call this one here.
Yep. Lessons to take home today: respect women, respect animals.
Drop a heart emoji in the comments for Mr. Blue Eyes.
Yeah, for Mr. Blue Eyes and the pretty boy. Drop a thumbs up if you think that Mr. Blue Eyes and Pretty Boy need to drop an album together.
Fuck yeah. And
I think,
also drop your D&D applications.
And drop your shorts whenever a big, tall mommy milker woman comes up with a fucking piece of plastic, wants to ram it up your asshole.
If you're into that.
If you're into that and you consent.
This has been Ralph and Tyler with the R.A.T.cast.
With the R.A.T.cast coming from the seventh circle of hell.
Signing
off.